is the buzz about customer service? Now that we are aware of the general definitions of customer service, we can now ask the question, why is it important? And more importantly, why should I as a nurse care about customer service? Well, it is because global healthcare trends have shifted and providing bespoke services have become the major focus of healthcare organizations. This is due to the fact that patients are now more aware of their rights, talking about Patients' Bill of Rights, and understand that being treated properly and listened to in a healthcare facility is a fundamental right and not a favor. In addition, it is apparent that the perception of the nurse by their patients can either make or mar the profession. For example, we have heard nurses in Nigeria being depicted as rude, harsh, gossipy, lazy, and generally lackadaisical. As a profession built on care and service, it is quite tarnishing to not have those virtues engraved in the heart of the clients. Thus, the need to enlighten the nurse on customer service as it relates to any healthcare organization. A typical healthcare organization will generally not get feedback from its clients. And even if they do get some form of feedback, it is usually via grapevine and in most cases remains largely unverifiable. Therefore, it is imperative that health workers and most importantly nurses keep tabs on their customer service conduct. Riley adopts a simple tool to help gauge how effective your organization is at customer service. Download the document titled, "How do you think your organization is doing?" and take a minute to circle either yes or no. We have changed the tool a little to address your specific niche as nurses. Do not forget, your customers are your patients. The purpose of this tool is to draw your attention to the questions you replied no to. They are representative of the areas where you and your organization should improve on. It does not connote doing exactly what the customer says. Rather, it simply means following the rules of customer service. So, what are the rules of customer service? Every employee is a salesperson. Every employee of an organization is there as a seller of a service. So a nurse is saddled with the responsibility of selling his or her professional services to his or her patients, patients' relatives, and the community they are located in. Not everybody believes that every employee is a salesperson. Some people think being a salesperson is all about the title or the availability of a physical product to be exchanged for cash. Not everybody behaves like a salesperson. If you do not believe you are a salesperson, you will not do your job in spite of how the customer feels, or you will do just enough to keep the customer off your back. Every employee has a customer. Everyone you encounter in the course of your job is to be treated as a customer, even if they are not patients in your unit or you are not personally responsible for their care. Adding value to customer service is not a spectator sport. Everyone is expected to be active in giving customer service. No one can afford to sit back and be lackadaisical, as the wrongdoing of one will greatly affect the excellence of others. Security and future in an organization are directly related to how much value an employee adds and not cost. Are your actions or inactions helping or hurting your organization on a daily basis? We is greater than me. Everyone in the organization should be involved in customer service endeavors. One person can begin to make a difference, but it takes everyone to actually effect a change. Value is personal, perceptual, and performance-driven. Value is perceived personally. Your customers and not you define the value your organization has. Customers will always define the value of your service based on the impact it has had on their lives. Everyone must belong to something. Every customer must be made to feel like they belong to organization. They should be welcomed warmly, listened to, and involved. Shooing customers away or yelling at them is a wrong behavior. Let's consider the 10 deadly sins of customer service. There are 10 things a nurse with customer relation skills should never say. Adamson and Zenke call them the 10 deadly sins of customer service. Number 1, I don't know. You are expected to know about the services you provide. But just in case you actually don't know, say I will find out and ensure you do and get back to them. Number 2, I don't care. Your appearance, words, and attitude should not indicate that you don't care. Your patients want to be cared about. Number 3, I can't be bothered. Your actions should not show that other things take precedence over your customer. A typical example is ignoring a patient to receive a phone call or having a leisurely conversation with a colleague while a patient is waiting for your attention. Number 4, I don't like you. Even if a customer is a real annoyance, those attitudes and behaviors that portray this fact should be masked. Remember, as a nurse, your customers are also scared, worried, and sometimes in a lot of pain. Therefore, it is not unusual for them to behave in a not so pleasant manner. Number 5, I know it all. Yes, you are the professional, and your patient knows that. However, if a patient should ask a question or insist on a different course from the norm in your facility, you should kindly explain why you can't honor their wish. Shutting a customer up or ignoring their concern is a no. Number 6, you don't know anything. Very similar to number 5 above. Being pushy or forcing a patient to do something they are not comfortable with is very wrong. Always explain to your patient in detail what you are doing and how it will benefit them. Do not talk down on a patient. Number 7, we don't want your kind here. Prejudices are perceived and your patients can pick that up. Everybody should be treated with respect and dignity. Do not treat rich patients better. Do not treat only the aged with respect. Number 8, don't come back. Never convey a don't come back attitude to any patient, especially so in terminally ill patients. Always be accepting, kind, and courteous. Number 9, I am right, you are wrong. Winning an argument over a patient hurts your career more than it fits your ego. Number 10, hurry up and wait. Do not keep patients waiting without a feedback. As a provider of care, you are in the business of serving customers and providing care for patients. As your patients, they need your professional expertise, but as your customers, they need great interpersonal relations from you. Delivering quality healthcare is a business that requires clinical expertise and, quite importantly, business expertise, which includes expertise in interpersonal dynamics. All these are equally crucial in the realization of exceptional clinical outcomes and patient satisfaction. Here are the 12 rights every patient is entitled to. Right to relevant information. Right to timely access to medical records. Right to transparent billing. Right to privacy. Right to clean healthcare environment. Right to be treated with respect. right to receive urgent care, right to reasonable visitation, right to decline care, right to decline or accept to participate in medical research, right to quality care, and right to complain and express dissatisfaction regarding services received. Seeing as customer relations is necessary for nurses, it is imperative that every nurse is mindful of the patient's rights and refrains from reacting negatively when a patient decides to exercise these rights. It is your responsibility to meet your customer at the level of their understanding, no matter the situation. Nursing is a service delivery profession, and as such, a high degree of emotional intelligence is needed to navigate it. Therefore, in spite of the bashful, rude, or hurtful behavior of your client, you must at all times remember the golden rule. A calm answer calms an angry heart. And in your case as a nurse, it may just be a hurting heart. To be good at customer service, you have to be part ambassador, negotiator, advocate, and so on.